Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back here with another Caspa video.
Mike Tyson, the like and subscribe button.
Thanks for that, Mike. Well, today we're going to be talking about the theoretical situation where Caspa gets to $2 next year. This is not financial advice, not saying it's going to happen this way, just a thought experiment. So let's dive into it. So currently we're sitting at $3 billion market cap roughly, with around a 26 billion circulating supply at $2. We're looking at 52 billion market cap. Now let's say it's 550 days after the halving, kind of a normal market top, that many days after the halving. And so we're looking at the middle of October, which is about 10 months. And we need to gain 49 billion in market cap, which would be about 4.9 billion per month. Now let's take a look and see what it's like if it's a shortened cycle, or maybe the cycle still goes to October, but Caspa peaks at a different time, summer on smart contracts or something like that. So this situation is saying, okay, what happens if we hit $2 in the middle of June? And we'd need 49 billion gained in 6 months, which would be 8.16 billion gained per month on average. And obviously, you know that a lot of gains will come in a short period of time when you look back at charts of other projects. We're going to take a look here at Solana and Cardano and just look at what they did last cycle, just to give you an idea of what's possible. We don't know how this is going to shake out, but it's interesting just to look at a couple other projects. Gives you an idea. I know some people think that anyone looking at price, there's something wrong with them. But at the end of the day, we're investors and you're trying to gauge. And now there's two types of people. There's people that are going to try to take profit in 2025, and there's people that believe long-term in the project that might just be trying to build up and acquire as much Caspa as they can for future cycles. And you can do whatever you want to do. For me, I'm going to be looking to take some profit. So trying to gauge a realistic price, a pulse on the market, and dollar cost average out is my plan for next year. So you might have a different plan. That's what it looks like for me. So now let's take a look at Solana and Cardano. All right, before we dive into it, you can see, we're just a hair over 3 billion, number 45 on CoinMarketCap. So this is Cardano back at the end of 2020. So I'm looking at when it was 3 billion. So roughly in November of 2020, it was 3 billion. And now it actually got up to, in 6 months, it got up to 75 billion pretty much, and then got up to almost 100 billion in the 10 months. So that actually went higher than what we're projecting for Caspa, but I just wanted to keep it at $2 basically because I just wanted to use the $2 bill in the thumbnail, and I think some people think that could be a realistic target. Some people make that FUD, but I've seen people say $10, $20. I've seen people say that $5 because it's completely priced in. Now $5 would be larger gain than you would see here for Cardano or Solana now. So there we are. We're at 3 billion on Cardano. That was there November 2020, and it got up to about 50 billion, a little under 6 months. In 6 months is when it peaked out, and it went up to about 75 billion. And then in 10 months it went up, and it peaked a few months before the rest of the market when it came out with smart contracts. Now let's look at the historical for Cardano. At that time when it was 3 billion, right here it was 3.1 billion on November 15th. So you can see that it was still a top 10 project. The market hadn't really it was starting to take off, but it wasn't really going super parabolic yet. This is basically just the hair, just right around the elections being done, and Cardano was still a top 10 project. So now we're going to take a look at when Solana was 3 billion, which is roughly around February 21st in 2021. It was a latecomer, new guy, but once it was ranked number 32 on CoinMarketCap, just basically just a hair under 3 billion. So ranked 32 on market cap. Market started to take off. You can see just in a few months, 3 billion got you basically right around the top 10. And then at this point, when Solana was starting to get going, 3 billion was number 32 on CoinMarketCap. Now you can see here, Solana's at 3 billion there in February. And then in February, it goes from 3 billion, and then it got up in about 9 months up to 75 billion. So it went up to about 12 billion, pulled back to about 6 billion, and then rocketed up. So we don't know what's possible. It's just interesting to look at a few other projects to get an idea of what's possible, what that would look like. You would see that there'd be some short periods of time where it went up, consolidated, pulled back, and some massive gains in a short period of time. So if Caspa does get listed on some places that can help rocket it up and get more liquidity, you know you're going to be looking at some potentially parabolic action, and that's what it'll take for it to get to even just a $2 price target. So let me know what your price target is. Do you think it could hit a $52 billion market cap next year? Do you think that's too high? When do you think you're going to start dollar cost averaging out next year, or are you just accumulating for future cycles? For me, I think that besides Bitcoin, I'm going to be taking profit on everything else. That's just my plan, and that's just what I'm doing. I think that we don't know what's going to happen in the future cycles, and sometimes you need a lot of things to go right on your projects, and I still believe long term in Caspa, and but I do think that it's going to have a big pullback in the bear market, so I can buy back in later and do some real world stuff and take care of my family, which is my main objective. And so, yeah, that's me. Your plan's going to look a little bit different, but I just wanted to give a theoretical situation, just what a $2 $52 billion market cap Caspa would look like, how much gains you would need in a certain period of time. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So thanks for watching and have a good day.